Hi everyone, it's Stephanie from Three Queens Resell, and if you're new to my channel, thanks for clicking, and if you're returning, thanks for coming back. It does mean a lot to me as I start this new YouTube venture. For those of you who are new, I am a full-time teacher, a mother of two, a wife, and a part-time reseller, and a new YouTuber. So yeah, thanks for coming along on my reseller journey. This channel is basically to share with you my life as a reseller, tips, tricks, hits, misses, successes, and fails. So I have been working on a series on shoes. I have a lot of shoes to resell, and I enjoy reselling shoes. So this is the third part in my series, and it is on how I search up comps and how I list my photos or my shoes online. So I am using multiple different um, pieces of technology here, so anything could go wrong. So if it does, I'm going to try to edit this together. But I am going to switch over to, I'm recording this on my computer, over to the QuickTime player so that I can record myself, so I can record my screen so that you can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to try this, and hopefully it will be a success. I'm going to claim it in advance. It will be a success, and I will show you how to list things. Okay, so now you should be able to see my screen. So I am going to go back to my Poshmark closet. So go ahead. This was a previous listing I had done. So, okay, I'm going to show you how I look up comps and list shoes on Poshmark, eBay, and Mecari. So I start by selling on Poshmark. All my listings originate on Poshmark. That's just how I do it for right now, just so I can keep myself in order. And I cross list everything the day of. So I'm trying to find a good, I'm going to do these. So we're going to do these Betsy Johnson espadrilles. I think I got too many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll have to delete some. Okay. So I'm going to go through, what I'm doing is I'm picking my photos. And I'm going to add one more. And when picking photos, I like this guy better. I like to show the various angles of the shoes. So I have an aerial view, I have toes, I have heels, I have the buckle, I have the label. So I think we are good. Yep. Okay. So then next I build my title. So this is a Betsy Johnson red. I'm going to call this a gingham print sling back wedge. Okay, so I'm out of characters. So then I also copy and paste that into the description. And then I add all the features so that I didn't mention. So it is a espadrille. Thank God for spell check, huh? Side buckle, open toe, wedge sandal, floral, and gingham print, pre-owned, good condition with no flaws. Oh, I forgot. Size 7. Okay. So now I've got that done. Before I go on, I would like to do a little research on it, and then I can add more. So it is a Betsy Johnson red floral. I'll say gingham shoes. Okay. And I go to images so that I can try to find it quicker. Red floral gingham. We're going to add the word sandal. One of my anxiety triggers is typing in front of people, which I do all the time because I'm a teacher. But yeah, to do it on, oh, here they are, right here. All right, let's scroll down. Okay, so these are on Poshmark. They're listed at 45. So what I like to do is look at other people's listings. So let's see what their listing says. They have it listed for 45, but theirs is a size 10. Mine is a size 7. All they said is adorable red and white gingham sandals by Betsy Johnson worn once. So not extremely helpful. They did have this price here. I don't know how true that price is. What I'm trying to find when I do research is like the style name, which I think the style name was in the shoe. And I don't know why my screen isn't going back. I'll just close it. Oh, I see. I was clicking on the wrong thing. And we'll keep going. See if we can hear. Oh, the Athena espadrille wedge. So I'll take note of that. I got a pen here, and I'll write that down because that is something I'll want to add to my listing. Let's see if I can get any. This one's on Pinterest. Probably somebody's Poshmark closet, I would guess. Doesn't have any info that I can use. But if I wanted to steal that stock photo, I could. I'm not going to because I'm pretty happy with my pictures. But here's another one. This was on list. Hopefully I can get a price. This person has theirs listed for $39.98. Nothing I can really use. But I am able, I'm going to look at one more. This one's also on list. Same price. And I did this by going to images. This one's also on list. It's a back view. And they have theirs listed for $48.30. So that just gives me some ideas. So what I'm going to do before I go back to my listing is I am going to get out of this, and I'm going to open up another Poshmark feed, another Poshmark window, and I'm going to search Betsy, and Athena, and let's see, and so I am going to, there's several, I'm going to sort by sold. So here's all the ones that have sold, and there are other prints because I didn't. So that one sold for $9. That one $18.38. 20, 40. So all over the place. The 40 was a 9.5, which is the size that I have. Yeah, so that's how you can look for within Poshmark what the sandal's going for. And this is the exact sandal. And like I said, you can also click on the listings. Well, actually not when they're sold. You know what? We're going to also look at available. Let's go back. You can look on the available listings to see what sizes they have. They have a 6.5 and a 7.5. Mine's a 9.5. So those prices are going for, they have theirs listed for 57 and 35. So that just helps me kind of think about where I want to price mine. They're kind of all over the place. So I'm going to go back to my listing, and I'm going to change my title to Athena. I'm sorry, folks. I told you typing any other time I'd be fine, but it's just because I'm recording myself. Athena as a drill. as ESPADRL. It's not a spelling thing, it's a typing thing. Sorry, people. Espadrille. I want to have gingham in there. Gingham print. And that's all I got. And so in the title, I have spring slingback wedge. I have side buckle, open toe, floral and gingham print, pre-owned. Okay, so I got all my description that I want to have right now. Actually, mine's a size 7. I don't know why I was saying 9.5. Probably because the last pair of shoes I did was a 9.5. So I'm going to select, oh, I got to go back up and select my category first. I'm just going to put it in sandals. And then my size is 7. It is not new with tags. It is a Betsy Johnson. And let's see. We're going to put red and white in our color. And I'm going to put 0 because I'm not sure about the original pricing. And I'm going to list mine for 32. Because now my 32 comes from, I saw them all over the place. So I'm just going to kind of go in the middle, and I'm striving personally for my average sell price to be between 20 and 25. So that is at the high end of what I want and gives me room to make offers. So I am not going to click next yet, what I'm going to do is copy and paste this listing. And then I'm going to go over to Mecari, where I also sell, because this is my cross listing. Um, and then I am going to, so I've already done all the work and it's already in my brain. So I don't want to, I just want to get it listed everywhere. Now I know that some people cross list like days after or whatever. Whatever's good for you is good for you. But this works for me because then I'm done with it. And then I know that it's cross listed on all of my platforms. And then I can literally delete it from my computer and my memory if I want to. Um, and then when it sells, I just need to go pull it down off the other sites, other platforms, which I will be honest, I can suck at, but I'm trying to get better as I build my reselling business to do those things that a good businesswoman should do, because you don't want to sell the same item twice or forget you sold it and sell it again and be looking for it, waste time looking for it, and you've already sold it. Um, so on Mecari, I like to use the hashtags. I try. You get up to 3. I try to do at least 2. I'm not really sure how the hashtags work. No, I'm going to do hashtag espadrille because I feel like there'll be lots of and then hashtag gingham, and then category. They don't have it up here. So then we're going to select women and nope, women. Then we're going to select shoes. And then we're going to select sandals. And then it should take us on in from here. It should be pretty intuitive. And I'm going to say mine are in good condition. They don't really have any signs of wear, so I could say new without tags, but I use that very sparingly because I just think that if you're more hard on yourself when people get items, they're just like, oh, this is like new, and they're surprised that it's like new in like new condition. And I'll finish filling out all the particulars about this item, and I'm gonna put my zip code in. And I will not be shipping with FedEx. I'm going to pay for shipping on these, and I'm going to ship on my own. And I will ship on my own through Pirate Ship because I feel like these are like right at like a pound or like a little bit over. And so I can save the customer some money that way, and then they're more likely to buy. So because I have added in shipping on this site, I set them, what did I set them for at Poshmark? I try to keep it about the same. So I listed them for 32. Since Mecari's fee is a little lower, I'm going to leave it at 32. Mecari only takes 10%, whereas Poshmark takes the 20. So I would be happy if they sold on Mecari and I paid the shipping. So there they are on Mecari. And then the last place I'm going to list them is on eBay. So once again, eBay's a little different. You get to add more stuff to your title. So I am going to create a listing on eBay, a single listing, and just copy and paste. And on eBay, I throw in let's see what that gets me. So, good, I used up all the spots. My category is good. I don't want a second category. I'm going to go ahead and add my photos. And also, eBay lets you have a Google of photos also. So I'm going to put them all in. Like I said, there's probably an easier way to do this, and my mouse is downstairs. So, oh, there is the, so they're all kind of populate in. And so while they're populating in, I don't know if that's a true slingback, but I'm sure. Let me know in the comments below if you're watching that. If this is a true slingback, I might just be a buckle. It's not a slingback. It's just an ankle buckle. So I'm gonna correct that, or I'll just delete it. So for style, flip flop, gladiator, slide, slingback, strappy. I'm just gonna say strappy. And then you can add more features if you want to. One that you should do, and I should have done this in the title, so I might need to go, I do need to go back because it doesn't say in my title what size it is. Heel height is a medium heel height. Shoe width, it is a B. My voice sounds dreadful. I'm coming down with something. I'm going to click spring and summer for season. Then I'm going to go back over to Poshmark and grab this stuff and copy. It's just easiest to grab from Poshmark. Copy and paste from Poshmark because it lets you take it all. I'm going to do a fixed price on this. So I'm just going to make it 32 just like everything else is. Automatically accept offers of at least 25 because that is what I would get from if it's sold at the rate on Poshmark. And then shipping, we're going to do 2-day business handling time and package weight and dimensions. This can go in one of my poly mailers. So I'm going to do 13 by 10. I always do 4 inches on shoes. Custom weight, I'm going to say 1 to 2 pounds. I'm not sure. And then, and lately on eBay, I have been offering a shipping discount. I don't do free shipping, but I do. I can't find it on here right this second because I'm looking for it. But anyway, sell it faster, promote it listings. I am going to see where 2% gets me. I like spend 50 cents. So we'll do 51 cents. So it's promoted 1.6% and then list. And that is how I, oops, what did I do? Let's make sure. Condition, pre-owned. Now we should be okay. So hopefully you've gotten a better understanding of how I list shoes, how I look up the comps, and how I cross list them to Poshmark, Mecari, and eBay. So I have the same set of shoes on three different platforms for the same price. So sometimes people compare shoes on on the different platforms, and then they go ahead and buy it off of Mecari because they don't want to pay the exorbitant, or eBay because they don't want to pay the exorbitant Poshmark fee. Um, but I just like to cover my bases because I do want to be able to build as much income off of reselling as possible. So I have to cast my net in as many, cast my line as in many ponds as possible. But three is can be very stressful. So three is enough for me until I can manage these three platforms. I won't be branching out into anything else. So I'm back with you, and I'm in a different room of my house because my family all came home and they were too loud downstairs. So I hope you've gotten a good understanding of my steps that I went through to list a pair of shoes, how I find the comps, how I write the description, and then how I cross list it to Macari and eBay after creating the listing on Poshmark. If you've enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. Comment down below anything that you thought was great, or anything, suggestions for me on how I can improve my practices and efficiency, as well as subscribing. I would appreciate you subscribing and following me along on my reseller journey as I um, try to get better and better each day. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time. Bye.